election of officers for this year. Have any nominations for president?
I nominate John. Well, I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Nomination for vice president? No. Ralph Burns? All in favor?
Yeah.
And secretary, Austin Moore? All in favor? Okay, so we've got the same officers we had. Okay, Phil, what we need to do here?
I think we're gonna change this way it is, everyone's.
Yeah, we have them,
Right now, there's somebody going to build a laundromat in town building and need our approval.
Okay.
You want to present your?
Yeah, we talked about it, we was here a couple
Yeah,
months ago.
yeah.
Okay, well, that building is
Just a
not
second,
gonna
let
work.
me,
Go ahead.
do the minutes. You got
Oh, okay, go
approval
ahead.
of the minutes?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes,
All in favor?
November 20th,
Okay, now, good.
Okay, y'all ready?
Yeah.
Okay, help me up, baby, push. Okay, so the location we're talking about there, where the old hardware store was on whatever that street was, not gonna work. We're gonna tear it down, redo,
Gotcha.
20 feet off the back line, all that, none different. Okay, so we have a different, now, it's the 112 North Washington, the old, Advantage Staffing was, it was a, gas station years and years
Yeah.
ago. Okay, so I've got information on all of that I've been talking to. I've got the lot approved or appraised, and I've got it surveyed. So here's all the information and the things I'm giving you. I've got questions about. I've also done a flyer. If any of you've seen my flyer, it went out. So I'm giving you one of those to spread the word.
today.
Yeah, heard about it. I've heard a lot of people have been asking about it. So it is for real. Yeah, it is for real. There's no address because we don't have one officially. Hopefully by the end of February, we'll have that done. I'm having knee surgery next Wednesday, so I'll be home the whole month of February. So we'll hopefully be closing the building. That's the plan, all of that. So there's all that. So let's go and talk about stuff I want to do.
Yeah.
One of these ones. So you know what's going on. I'm going to give Mr. Sisson one. We're on flag. Talk about it after we're okay. So my biggest concerns with this particular building is going to be, first of all, it's 3 foot 2 inches from the gentleman to the south. Built. I don't know who lives in that home, but if you look at the commercial property, I pulled this off the GIS site on Rockport. There at the front, his building is 3 feet 2 inches from that side. So obviously, my dryers and things I want to put in there is going to be on the back end of our building, of this building, to where nothing will blow over on this gentleman's house. So that's going to be taking care of that. And this other thing from Phil Bueller, he's the one that did the survey, and he said hopefully that will be grandfathered in because of the 3 foot 2 inches. So I just want to make sure there's no ongoing problem issue with that. Also, we talked about last time with the other spot was the parking spaces. There's no way we're going to have near enough parking spaces. So with this one, we should have about 16 parking spaces on the building on the side and then 4 across the front. Now, I gave you a couple. No, this thing here is from the survey as well. It's very, very, very hard to read. I tried to blow it up, but anyway, that's why I did this one. So you kind of see what his commentary was before he gave me this. So I don't know if you can read that or not. If you have a magnifying glass, maybe you can. I can't. But anyway, we did the survey. So the back of the lot is where this one is. So these little bushes here at the back, our line is right at the back side of that. So that's what that is for grading. Okay. So then I would want, right now it's a grassy field. It's like about 2.5 car widths over there that I would want to park cars there at some point in time. But it'd be nothing permanent, no permanent structure, nothing like that. That old shed back there, we're gonna get rid of that too. That will get it at some point in time. And the other picture that I'm going to talk to you about is where at the front of the lot, there's this grassy area here. Right now, there's like pretty good sizes, 2 cars can pull in there, in that area that's there. And it ends about right here. It's hard to see this picture, but that's concrete, this is grass. So I want to go over to another 18, 20 feet over and take that grass out, if that's something that could be done, to make 4 people to be able to pull in there, straight off the road. So that's where we'd add another couple of parking spaces there.
Is there a sidewalk out in front there?
That's not a sidewalk. It's our build, it's the parking lot
Okay.
and grass. Yeah, there's no like, quote, sidewalk.
Okay.
You look under that grass, you find sidewalk.
Huh?
You look under that grass. you
Oh,
find-
really? There's sidewalk underneath the grass? Oh, okay. Okay, and we can rip up the grass and see. Okay. So that's my question, is that, and then the 3-foot thing with the guy's house. I know you guys were talking before about, should we have to rebuild or put in something, we have to have the local people come and say A or nay if they wanted it in their area or not. These went out in the mail, in the P.O. boxes yesterday, and in the mail today. So different ones are getting these. A lot of questions about, a lot of, wondering if it's real and all this stuff. There's no address, which there's no address because we don't have one, technically. So that's what that's about. So I just kind of want to see where you guys are with questions, concerns, issues, stuff I need to consider, who we need to get to do whatever we need to do in order to put it in. We're going to have probably 16 to 18 washers max, and then 24 dryers, 12 double stacked. So that's what we're looking at. Where's the backpack there?
Where was that? The old Shell station?
Yeah.
I get it, yeah. It's where Advantage Staffing has their sign now. Yeah, that place, yeah.
Is it the old Shell station or the Staff Advantage?
Well,
It's supposed to be one of the
same
same.
place. It was
Same.
Shell Station before. Before your time.
Years ago, yeah, I don't have no idea how
Yeah,
long ago it was.
before you, boy.
It was before your time.
Yeah, I don't know what it was. Okay, so that's what we've got going on. If you have any questions or whatever, I gotta sit down. My knees won't take standing.
I guess there's plenty of room for all the parking spots you need on this
Yeah.
lot. I know it's not set up, but it looks
Yeah.
like there's plenty of room.
Yeah, you just park outside there, yeah.
I think it's already commercial.
Yes, it's commercial, yeah.
B1. Also, goes to setback and everything, B1 and no setback, other than that.
Yeah, well, that building's grandfather in it.
That building's there.
It's there.
Already there.
It was there when that building was there when the zoning was established.
And what about the grass out front? Did that she let all the kids out, sidewalk out and re-pour it out?
Looks like it moves here.
I mean, if they pour concrete there,
Thanks,
dry,
Oh, okay.
I'm asking, I don't know.
Bruce, how about sidewalk in front?
We don't have an ordinance that says you gotta have one.
I know, but I say, and they take that out if need to be.
Would they have to,
I'd have to take a look at the, probably could, but I have to take a look at the survey. I don't know where the sidewalk is and where the property line is.
There's not a sidewalk.
Well,
To the north, there's not.
I understand that, there may not be one, but we can't give up town property
Yeah, I can-
for private business. We can let them use all the property they got.
Yeah.
But I can't allow somebody to use town property for private business. We don't have that authority.
are you going to have concrete poured for your parking area?
No.
No.
Just say check it is. No, I don't think for that, now that you say that underneath that grass is sidewalk, I think there is a curve there. So that's probably true. If someone was to go and scrape up that grass right there, you'd probably see sidewalk under it.
I just don't know where the road.
But I don't know where it is either, I don't know.
The sidewalk is on the road
Well,
right away.
suppose that that was the case, you're only gonna lose one parking spot.
Right, yeah, right, yeah, two.
I believe it ought to give
half year or something.
Oh my God.
That was, brick sidewalk.
There were several around, I remember that, yeah.
That long movie.
That'd be cool though, if it was brick to expose it, just so it'd be brick again, you know what I mean? I don't know. I like brick sidewalk, brick roads, I like all that stuff.
Are the dog kennels still in the back? Are they in there?
They're gone. Nothing's outside the building. Now, in the back, there's wooden shelving in the room, in the building, but there's no kennel or fencing or anything like that anywhere. No. That's all.
I don't know, but it's felt that it's zone highway commercial. And if there's adequate parking,
How many horses are you gonna have?
Well, 16 to 18. That's what we talked about last time, one parking spot per washer.
Yeah.
So, which I feel is a bit unreasonable, but anyway, that's just me. But people are gonna come and go, you're not gonna stay in
Yeah.
there and do that. So, I mean, we're gonna have 8-pound washers, you can do 8 loads of laundry in one washer. So, you know, you're not gonna have.
if there, I guess if there's not enough parking spaces, then the recourse is to go back before the board of zoning appeals to see if they get variance.
Yeah.
But if there's adequate parking spaces there, it complies with the.
One parking spot per washer, is that what they said?
That's what the ordinance says, that's what we found out.
The town ordinance or state ordinance?
I believe it's town.
It's town, that's town ordinance.
Can't that be,
Change.
It can, they can get, that's what I said, to get a variance or if they wanna amend the ordinance, they can, but oftentimes, you just go to the board of zoning appeals to get a variance. If they think the ordinance is tougher than what they,
I see tied,
yeah, I don't. But that was established by some engineering company years ago.
was there anything that we need a motion on?
Well, well, not to this board.
Yeah.
The next meeting, the board of zoning appeals, but they'd have to make application and, set up for hearing and all that happy stuff. But if there's sufficient parking, if what they're doing complies with our ordinance, they're good to go. We don't have to ask anybody. They get a, Bill can go ahead and get the permit.
I think we would need a motion.
Well, you can go on record if you want that.
All right, then we, all in favor?
Yeah.
Then go ahead, yeah.
Yeah.
Might be a good idea.
Yeah.
So we're down the road.
But all that does is basically let the public know where this board stands on the issue. Although, that's no.
Is the concrete in the back of that, the concrete slab in the back of that, or is it? No.
No slab in the back, no. The building stops is grass over to the property line. There's a little bit of a concrete slab right there under the overhang there, right in front of that back part. There's no slab beyond in the yard,
That's actually where the bathroom is at.
Huh?
That's where the bathroom is at.
Oh, yeah? Okay. So you said we're good to go? Everyone
Well,
agrees?
I don't know about the hard surface on the parking. I don't know if
We don't have any more what they got now.
It's like blacktop concrete
Blacktop now.
slash
what's
everything
hard
now.
surface there.
Yeah.
We can't make that.
And something else I had a question about, actually, too. Michelle Brockman had approached the town, I guess, at some point in time about where the sewer line runs, and we saw the sewer line out there in the parking lot. It's about right here, and then the road's out here, and then the sewer runs on the other side of the road this way. So my question is, with the laundromat having to have a bigger sewer to come, wastewater, bring stuff away. If we have to have a bigger line than is there, we will have to tap into that at some point in time and do something with that. That's the only concern too about tearing up roads and
Just sewer line.
then we may wanna have to go and resurface that parking lot if we have to
Sewer
drill
line
holes
on
in
the
it,
south side of the road.
That's the only
Yeah,
thing
but
too.
there's also a sewage that might run in the back, I'm not sure where they run, how your sewage runs. Your neighbors run to a sewage line that kinda runs to the south, you have a manhole to the north. I'm not sure how your guys' run.
And that's stormwater or that's sewage? system?
No, sanitary.
It probably goes to the north.
I think that'd be the easiest way, but that might not have been there. when
Yeah,
we built
hers
the
was they said it come out this way and it tied into this line that runs this way along the north side of Elm Street there. It's the way the diagram, I don't have that diagram with me, but that's what it had showed. So I just didn't know
I think
that.
on the south, but I would
I'm
look at
thinking
it.
that manholes are on the south side.
And you'll have to make a determination what side of the road it's worth.
But the big question is that if they need to get a bigger line, or lateral, I'm not sure about that.
Now, have the gas tanks been removed?
That's a question we had. That's what we can
we-
figure out is
I think
they
that's-
were
I
It
think
removed.
that's-
does, I do.
No, it don't, as long as they're covered already, they're covered in hard service, you don't touch it.
They come out with the new law first,
I think they've come out, I think, but that's a check.
this past year,
I
that
am.
the government will take the old things out with no charge to the property owner.
That's, see, it's talk to IDM about that.
I'm gonna have to write letters to them and see if they got, I'm gonna call Rockport too and see if they have anything registered down there or logged down there, and I'll go from there. But their gentleman, Tom Shelton was his name, before the post office was built in 2002. He took out tanks there, he took out tanks all over town. And he knows he took those out.
Oh,
Now,
okay.
finding something in documentation is another story, but I gotta find that. That's what we're looking for right now.
Okay.
Yeah, we're looking for that. We're
I've
aware
seen
of
you
that.
had Tom Shelton's name on that one paper.
I even wrote it on there, I don't know if I did or not, but anyway, that's who we were talking to. Michelle Brockman was talking with him about it, so we just don't have the actual documentation for it. Somebody's got somewhere.
I've got it right here.
Yeah.
Got Tom Shelton.
Yeah, that's my handwriting, that's just me.
2002.
That's just me, that's just my stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, that's just me making notes. Yeah, so I said I'm gonna try to call the courthouse, and if not, I'll have to make a note to the Indiana Department of Environment.
Yeah, let's just let Phil know what you find out.
Okay, we can do that.
So we done with that?
I think, we need to go ahead and open this hearing on this rezoning.
Okay, all right. Let's go ahead and open that up then.
Yeah.
Okay. You wanna tell us what
That's
going on?
There's some folks that bought property, short story where Jeff Dyke used to have his place.
So you should have a picture of what,
And where Jeff had built his farm and house out there. And he sold it to this, GS3 Holdings LLC. And they've come to town council and asked to have it rezoned to, commercial for, a bee business. Town council, that, they were going to be selling some honey, have a few beehives out there, have some folks come and learn about bees, get going to make some, get some, lack of a better term, bottle honey or whatever, and sell it, and get them make some beehives, and try to sell it, have some classes on beekeeping, sell some other bee keeping related items that to sell, and invite the public in to either buy honey or learn about bees or
Send a letter.
they'll send them a letter, we're having a hearing on this, they're not here for whatever reason. But that's what was advertised for, and, the town council had,
Who do you pass the pictures down?
Oh, you got
the town council,
Especially a lot, I'll pass them back.
referred, they adopted a whole ordinance to rezone this, but it's this board's job to hold a hearing on it. At that point, the board can either make a recommendation to, for it to be approved, they make a recommendation that it be denied, or no recommendation at all. But it's ultimately going to be the town council's decision now. What we're here today is here to listen to people, if they have any questions or concerns, that they can voice them here. You are, in effect, the hearing board for the town council.
These people are, where they at?
French Lake,
French Lake.
you got a place in French Lake and Newburgh? Bluebell, yeah. I knew it was somewhere before.
But they had presented to
They already presented to the zoning field board.
no, the zoning appeals board don't have anything to do with it.
Okay, gotcha.
It's plan commission.
Why do they wanna be rezoned to B two?
Because they're going to be selling commercial, they're going to be inviting the public in to sell retail products.
So isn't that what Jeff did?
Jeff
Yeah.
ended up doing, but that's not Jeff presented he was going to do. Jeff presented that he was just going to sell wholesale and not have the public in. Jeff violated what he indicated he was going to do.
He was doing agriculture, but isn't bees agriculture? I mean, I don't understand
Well,
why they wanted bees as agriculture.
But honey, selling it is different than just producing it.
So he's not gonna produce it?
Some, and he's gonna bottle it, he says. He's gonna have a room where he bottles it and sells it. And invite the public in to observe, do retail sales, and he's gonna do some manufacturing of, beehives, he says.
Self-supply too, doesn't it?
And self-supply other bee supplies, whatever they are.
If he starts selling things like that, what's his parking gotta be? Is it gotta be paved?
At the, around his shop, there needs to be some pavement, but not the whole 14 acres.
If he's having like meetings and classes though, I mean, he's just having one person at a time classes. I mean, I'd like kinda maybe hear from him or her or whoever it is.
I mean, if we expect you guys to approve it, they'll be here to approve it.
Why he,
Letter. They know about it, but they're like, they ain't talked about it.
Well, they're two meetings.
yeah, they've been, I do not know now. We have an option, either we can proceed, we can, table it, come back another day, or whatever. It's kind of,
Why would his parking lot have to be paved and Jeff's not?
Jeff is, at some point, he's going to have to pay part of Jeff's, yes.
But will you expect him to pay his right away then, or does he at some point?
He'll have some point for it to settle or whatever. Once he's gonna do some remodeling or whatever. I've been told.
Okay.
I'll make a motion, we table this, till people can be here and answer these questions.
guys notice so that you can,
Just write us a letter like you did tonight,
okay,
that works best.
okay. It probably won't be
Just seems
certified.
like every time we do something, we gotta fill out a 20-page report on why we're doing what we're doing.
Well, yeah,
And now, you can rezone this, and we just like to know what's coming down the pipe.
and that's a legitimate question.
I mean, you can just pick out that 14 acres, but you're not gonna take everything around that 2050 all the way up 300, like a block or.
Well, not today, eventually it may.
That's what we're concerned.
If it's developed, yeah, it may.
You're only gonna zone those, you only wanna zone those 14 acres, you don't want everything else gonna be left agricultural.
That's correct, yes. As long as it stays farming, then the right to farm act says you gotta let it stay farming.
So will you run sewer out there to that establishment then for commercial
At
use?
some point, probably, but not right away. At some point, that property may, because it's whatever's annexed into town, they have sewer lines running.
So can you answer this for me? Did they purchase all the property that Jeff purchased there?
14 some acres. Except, well, to be correct, there was a little, what Jeff had purchased, a little bitty sliver was across the road, and he conveyed that little sliver to Jim Cole. That is the other part of it. But that's,
It was like a 15-acre tract.
yeah, there was just a little sliver that was across the road.
2050 cutoff?
Yeah. And he conveyed that to Jimmy, because he's got the rest of that ground down there.
We're not here to kill what he's doing, not at all.
I
We
understand.
just like to know what.
And you have that right, you know, I'm not disputing that at all, you're not here to.
I gotta say the same thing, I'm not against it, I'm all for it, I mean, of course, I'm for developing that side of town.
Sure.
But you gotta get utilities over it. Well, you guys, we didn't do nothing. The town board's gotta get utilities over it.
Well, that's in the works, it takes money and everything else.
Well, I know, but
But,
surely there's loans that the town can get to get sewage. Out of the whole country, not just
I'll tell you
Dale, the
what,
whole country, you can
well,
find a loan to get a sewage.
that's a good theory, I guess, but in practice, it isn't that simple, but.
Well, it is too, if you.
But needless to say, I think we will have this discussion another day.
I guess my other thing too is I've already have cattle there, and so if the public comes out, I have a 6-wire hot wire fence, and so, I mean, am I gonna have, I guess my question is, am I gonna have to put caution signs up, or
That's
like spooking the cattle?
that's basically kind of between you and.
So when a kid gets shocked by it, or
That's
comes over on,
between you and that landowner, or how you gonna handle that. And I don't know what his plans are on other than inside the overnight. We can talk to him about that.
Who's gonna take, who's gonna have to pay him what's on it?
Cause he's gonna have to put a septic tank out there, he's gonna have to.
It's gonna be a holding tank. It's gonna be a holding tank.
Holding tank?
It's better than we talked about.
Septic system there with the house, right?
But it won't. That's.
Should be.
What's that about?
Jeff's gonna have to come to the house, just rather than put a house, but you're gonna have some separate.
It says retail beekeeping, supply and honey products, light manufacturing of beehive boxes, and pollinator education. Sales of honey, and that value-added farm products, pollinator education, beekeeping supplies, light manufacturing, beehive boxes, and that's only about
So I guess, like, for my own sake, I can keep doing the same thing. If I'm spraying my fence, I ain't gotta worry about it. If I'm spraying on my side,
On
and
the
bees
other
come
side.
over and they,
While you're staying on your side, you're,
I just,
you can't.
So he gets it for spraying killing the bees.
That's what I was gonna say.
There is,
That's-
there is a setback with having bees in our, aerial application of fungicide and insecticide on our corn crops is gonna be changed because there's bees in the area.
So that's not a concern.
That's a issue of society. I don't know, that part, I'll take your word for it.
How many
I don't have the
people
knowledge.
I don't know offhand, but I just know that our aerial applicators have to go to this website and check for bees, and I don't know the setback, but I know that
It don't matter, I was just wondering.
I don't know.
Bruce said one question. We sent certified letters to these guys before, do they send certified again?
Because it's a continuation of
Or such in the regular letters, okay?
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Well, how will we know that?
You're gonna get a regular letter.
Letter from the letter?
Letter of a regular mail as opposed to certified.
Certified by $10, $10.50 piece.
We don't expect it to do that.
But yeah, I don't, you sort of have the right to question.
can you change that and get that sent to, I still own the ground there, but it's a rent house. So like I just got the certified mail, it went to that mailing address, but that's not my real mailing address.
Okay.
If you don't mind, I mean, just so I got the letter,
Where do your tax statements go?
to my house.
Okay.
10866.
We send it wherever your tax statements go, that'd be sufficient.
Yeah.
We'll get a date reset. Sorry, Mike?
We're not here to throw this out by any means, that's not why we come, we're just curious to see what.
No, and that's why I think they're doing the right thing by tabling it, though. Actually, a lot of people here, I don't know, except Aaron somehow, but they've been to 3 other meetings.
Yeah. There's others, do they have a rec on the way here?
Certainly you have a right to question, you have a right to, they need to address them. That's what hearing's for. I'm not opposed to anybody questioning, getting information. The more information you have, better decisions you can make theoretically.
that'll give us time to figure out what our setbacks and stuff are for keep our operation going like we are. I mean, it just, when somebody moves in and then they want to tell you how to change your way of doing it, just so we can accommodate them. I don't feel like that's right either.
That's a good kind of deep, but that's, yeah.
It's not that we're doing anything illegally now,
No.
it could be with the bees.
And that's, of course, you can have the same argument, now you're trying to limit what I can do in my property.
Right.
So it's two-edged sword, so we'll just have to wait and see. Okay? Okay,
Okay.
we'll get with those people, see when they get available, and then get a time that's convenient for the board members and reschedule it. That's all I know we can do. Cause I don't think anybody's got animosity here,
No.
it's just.
No, but I mean, they have valid questions, you know.
Sure, and that's fine, they have every right to ask those,
Yeah,
and people need to be here to address them.
but, you know, the 2 town board meetings I've been at, they seem like very nice people, you
Yep.
know, they.
I've never had any dealings with them,
I know
other than
they
what's
built
cordial.
that one quite a bit.
So,
Yeah, I mean,
we'll just we'll get it reset.
Okay.
What's What's that change to the taxes on that property when it goes from agricultural to
It goes up,
commercial?
their property, their taxes will go up.
I'm just curious
Yeah.
how much, I figured it did, but.
That I can't, I don't, I don't know what that formula is.
Right.
It won't affect anything inside it.
You're still agricultural.
When you consider it, why didn't you consider B1 instead of B2? Why did you consider B2 to B1?
Because B2 allows signs to be put up. You can put up a sign that way, but the B2, but highway commercial, you put signs up.
Signs up before.
Any limit on the size of the sign?
The fact that they were, okay, the fact that they were there, whether they were approved is another issue.
Is there any limit on the size of signs?
Yes, in our ordinance, yeah, we got,
You can't put a big billboard out there.
it's all laid out in our ordinance we got.
So when that, is that gonna be a town tax? They'll be paying the property tax to the town on that piece of property instead of the county then on that?
They'll be paying taxes, both of them. The town tax is just an addition on county tax.
Okay.
They pay the same county tax, always. And then the county will raise, it's a different rate, commercial and agricultural. Agricultural is property taxes, commercial no. So, at that point, once it comes out of agriculture, the town gets a full collection tax on that.
I mean, that's probably our biggest concern.
Yeah, the town will collect additional tax, not paying agriculture. Little amount, how much? I'm sure there's formulas that we don't know about.
So are we gonna keep these people from moving then? Of the paving it?
Huh?
Are we gonna keep these people from moving down there until we pave it?
Good. We'll try,
We don't wanna be.
we're trying to be expeditious about getting with them, and we'll probably not having to have a special meeting for them to do it, not necessarily wait for another month. Just to be, I think, want to try to be fair with everybody.
Right.
And I will say this board has been very, very gracious and very willing to do extra meetings and whatever to help. Okay? I think we,
Okay, move on.
yep, I think we move on.
Have we got any old business we need to discuss? Yeah. Anybody got any? Public comments? Okay. The motion to adjourn? All in favor? Next meeting's February 19th, 6:30. Must,